Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into a world of, art heists and missing statues and all that good stuff.
Oh, intrigue.
Intrigue, yeah, exactly.
A bit of a whodunit.
It is, yeah.
Kind of a classic setup, yeah.
We're looking at an episode of the fictional podcast Mystery Mondays. They use these like classic kind of whodunit mysteries to teach English vocabulary.
I like that. So we have a story within a story.
Yes.
Which allows us not only to analyze the mystery, but also how it's presented.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of a unique opportunity.
Yeah, I love that. So to set the scene, picture of like a rainy evening, like a swanky gala at the City Museum.
Okay, so we've got like a black tie.
Yeah, like a black tie. People are like sipping champagne, admiring this rare bronze statue.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, it's like one of those ancient warriors. You know, like makes you want to hum the Indiana Jones theme song.
Yeah, I love those statues.
I know, Brad.
They just like draw you in.
The perfect setting for a crime.
It is. And of course the lights go out.
Oh, no.
For like 30 seconds, the museum is plunged into darkness.
Oh.
And then the lights flicker back on. The statue, poof, vanished.
Talk about a party foul.
I know. That is a major bummer.
Everyone's in a tizzy. The museum director is like, "Where's my statue?"
Right.
And then enter our hero, Detective Sarah. She's like cool, calm, collected, ready to, get on the case.
I like her already.
I know. Right. So she immediately identifies like 3 prime suspects.
Oh, so we're jumping right into it.
Jumping right into it.
I like that.
Yeah, each with a connection to the statue and a story that seems a little too convenient.
Too perfect, a little too rehearsed, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's meet him. So first up is the museum guard.
Okay.
He claims he wasn't even in the room. He was like diligently checking the fire alarm.
During the blackout.
Like, who does that?
I mean, maybe he's super by the book.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes you think, right?
It does.
Was he really doing that? Or was he like disabling security cameras, maybe scouting out an escape route? I don't know.
Right. Establishing means, like, did he have the ability?
Yes, exactly.
And he was certainly there.
He was there.
Present in the museum.
Yeah. So that's our first suspect. Suspect number 2, the art dealer.
Ooh, okay. An art dealer. So he was probably standing suspiciously close to the statue when the lights went out.
He was.
Of course he was.
And he's like, no, I would never. I would never risk my reputation.
Oh, so that's establishing motive.
Yes.
He's saying, I wouldn't do it. But maybe there's something deeper there, right?
Maybe there is, yeah. Maybe he's not as squeaky clean as he appears.
Right.
So suspect number 3, the photographer.
Okay.
And he was like right before the blackout, just snapping away at the statue, like every angle,
So he's focused on his art.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
He's like, no, I was too busy like trying to get the perfect shot. I didn't notice anything.
So we're talking about opportunity then, right? Did he have the chance?
Yeah, he had the chance.
He was definitely right there.
He was right there. So those are our 3 suspects.
Okay.
So what are some of the clues?
All right, lay it on me.
Okay, so like right near the pedestal where the statue was, there's a muddy footprint.
Muddy footprint. It was a rainy evening, right?
It was a rainy evening.
So this could be somebody that came in from outside.
Yeah, or did one of the suspects, track in some mud?
Right. Ooh. So, already I'm kind of looking at suspect number 1.
Yeah.
The museum guard.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't being so truthful about his whereabouts.
Yeah. I know, right? You start to question everything, like every little detail.
That's what makes it so fun, right? Like, you can't take anything for granted. You got to look at everything with a critical eye.
Yeah, you're right. It's like every little detail matters.
Exactly.
So connecting that footprint to the weather, it's like, okay.
Right. It's a great observation, by the way. Like, even seemingly insignificant details can be the key to cracking a case wide open.
Yeah, you're right.
So that muddy footprint, right. It's definitely intriguing.
Yeah.
But it's just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
There's also a torn piece of fabric.
Ooh.
Caught on a nearby display case.
Okay, so now we're like, like Sherlock Holmes, magnifying glass.
Right. It's giving those vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what could this fabric tell us?
Yeah, what kind of fabric is it? What does it match?
Well, it's a match for the material of the photographer's bag.
Oh, so it could be evidence of a struggle, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe like a really clever attempt to frame him.
Ooh, a red herring.
A red herring, yeah. I love that.
That's great. And, Mystery Mondays actually uses that phrase.
They do, yeah.
Red herring in the episode.
Which is another example of how they're teaching vocabulary.
I love that.
Yeah.
They're not just telling a captivating tale. They're weaving in language lessons.
They are.
Making it fun and educational.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, so I've got that. But then there's another detail. It really throws a wrench in the works.
Okay, tell me.
The security camera conveniently stopped recording 5 minutes before the blackout.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Like a malfunction? Right.
Or was it like, planned?
Drinking, right.
Yeah. It's like, okay, did the thief get lucky?
Right. Was this a carefully orchestrated heist or just dumb luck?
Exactly.
And that is a question that Mystery Mondays poses to the listeners.
They do, yeah.
They ask, whose story seems the most suspicious to you?
It makes you think, right?
It makes you really, evaluate each suspect's alibi.
Yeah.
Their potential motives.
Yeah.
And how those clues might fit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think?
Like, who's at the top of your list?
I'm finding myself, I don't know, I'm drawn to that security camera detail.
Okay.
That's pretty significant.
It is, yeah.
Like, to tamper with the system.
Yeah, it takes planning.
It takes planning and some technical know-how.
Yeah, you're right. So maybe we've been a little too quick to dismiss the museum guard, right? Maybe his alibi, the whole checking the fire alarm thing,
Right,
was just a really clever distraction.
While he was really up to no good.
Yeah. While he was messing with the security system.
It highlights the importance of questioning those assumptions, right?
Yeah.
Just because something seems plausible at first glance.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's the whole truth.
Exactly.
You got to dig deeper.
Yeah.
Examine that evidence from different angles.
Yeah.
See if there's any inconsistencies.
You're right. Okay, so let's play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay, I like it.
What if the security camera malfunction was just bad luck? Does that make the photographer our prime suspect?
It's possible.
He was the closest, right? And that torn fabric. It's suspicious.
It is suspicious.
But a good detective, right? They don't jump to conclusions based on one piece of evidence.
Right.
They got to consider all the facts.
Exactly. You got to look at the big picture.
So did the photographer have a motive for stealing the statue? And even if he did, how did he get it off the pedestal, right?
Especially with the lights out and all those people around.
Yeah, it seems like we're at a classic whodunit stalemate. Everyone looks a little guilty.
Right.
But we don't have that smoking gun.
The one piece of evidence that just, points directly at the culprit.
Right, yeah. So how does Detective Sarah, break through this deadlock and solve the case?
So this is where the episode of Mystery Mondays gets really clever.
Okay.
Remember that witness who claims to have seen the art dealer?
Yeah.
Hiding a small tool under his jacket.
Oh, yeah. The tool, it was so casual I almost dismissed it,
Right.
See, this is why paying attention to every detail is so important.
It is.
What was the tool? And how does it fit into the puzzle? I bet that tool is about to become pretty important, huh?
It is. Turns out, the tool is specifically designed for removing art from display cases.
Oh, wow.
And pedestals.
So he was prepared, ready to just make off with the statue.
Yeah. Mystery Mondays use the word heist.
Ooh, heist.
Yeah, which is another, vocab word.
Yeah, for English learners.
Yeah, I love how they work that in.
I know, right? It's so clever. But, okay, so he was prepared, but how did he manage to pull it off? There were so many people around.
Well, he knew the museum, right?
Oh, okay.
He knew the layout. He knew where the cameras were.
So he was able to create a blind spot.
Yeah, by tampering with the power.
So the blackout wasn't an accident. It was
all part of the plan.
Wow. Okay, so it's all coming together.
Yeah.
He used the blackout as cover. He was standing right by the statue, so he had easy access. He had the tool to quickly and quietly remove it. What about the other clues, though? Like the footprint and the fabric.
Red herrings.
Red herrings, just to throw everyone off.
Yeah, I mean, the muddy footprint could have been a genuine coincidence, or he could have planted it.
Oh, to frame the guard.
Yeah, and the torn fabric.
Yeah.
A seasoned art thief like him would know how to stage a scene, right?
Oh, yeah. Make it look like someone else did it.
Exactly.
It's like Clue.
It is.
But instead of Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick, it was the art dealer in the museum with the specialized tool.
Love it.
I love it. And I love how Mystery Mondays brought all the pieces together for a satisfying conclusion.
Right. And it wasn't just revealing the culprit. It was the way they did it, right? They build up to this dramatic climax.
Yeah.
Detective Sarah confronting the art dealer, catching him red-handed.
Oh.
Using that, really great phrase, caught in the act.
Yes.
Like a scene out of a movie.
I know, right? It's great. This deep dive has been, oh my gosh, twists and turns. But I feel like we've learned some really valuable lessons.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, beyond just like the thrill of solving the mystery.
Right. It highlights, first and foremost, the importance of paying attention.
To the details.
Yes.
To the details.
Even the ones that seem small.
It's that saying, the devil is in the details.
Yeah, and in this case, the devil was the art dealer with that tool.
Exactly. And it also emphasizes critical thinking. Right. Yes. Questioning assumptions.
Evaluating the evidence.
As for connections, yeah.
Those seemingly unrelated pieces of information.
Engaging that inner detective.
Right. And that's not just for solving mysteries.
No. This is life.
This is life, right? Decision-making, problem-solving.
Understanding situations.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what are you saying? We should all be detectives.
I mean, why not?
I love it. Okay, so one more thing I think we can take away from this.
Okay.
It's the power of storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
Mystery Mondays use this super captivating story to teach vocabulary.
And they made it fun.
Yeah, and it shows us we don't always have to like do the whole textbook thing to learn, right? We can be creative.
We can find enjoyable ways to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we wrap up, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I guess I would just say, how can you apply these lessons, paying attention, thinking critically, embracing that storytelling to your own life?
Well, that's a great question.
What mysteries are out there?
Yeah, what are you going to solve?
What puzzles are waiting to be unlocked?
I love that. It's like the world is full of stories.
It is.
Connection.
Just waiting to be discovered.
So keep your eyes open.
Stay curious.
Your mind's engaged.
Keep exploring.
And never stop diving deep.
Never stop diving deep.